Resident Spirit. The story you're about to hear is true, and it happened right here in Thailand. Strange things related to the spirit happened at the Thai paper mill in Bang Pa In district, Phra Nakhon Si Ayutthaya province. The foundation stone was laid in 1960. The start of operations for this state-owned enterprise, the Thai paper mill, was considered inauspicious from the very beginning. The astrologer had set an auspicious time for the ceremony between 9:30 and 10 a.m. However, Field Marshal Plek Phibusongkram, the Prime Minister at the time, and the presiding officer had an urgent official engagement and had to lay the foundation stone at 2 p.m., 4 hours late. Even more peculiarly, after the ceremony, villagers dug up the area, searching for scraps of money and gold. The Brahmin priests, having moved the foundation stone, constructed the factory building and installed the machinery for paper production, including all internal systems. After extensive testing of the production processes, the paper mill commenced full operation at the end of 1966. 6 months after the factory resumed operations, a series of damaging incidents began to occur, events that should never have happened. For example, a severe storm caused sections of the factory walls to collapse, resulting in extensive damage. There were 2 consecutive fires, costing the factory millions of baht. The fires were not caused by negligence, but were unforeseen events. Furthermore, the factory workers frequently engaged in violent altercations, sometimes leading to fatalities. There were also horrific and improbable accidents, such as a large crane falling and killing a worker, and another incident where a machine operator was dragged into a machine, crushing bodies to pieces, a horrifying sight throughout the workday. Workers frequently suffer serious injuries in accidents, despite everyone's careful precautions. Incredible mistakes still occur, costing the factory a significant amount of money. At that time, General Songkla Seniwong Na Ayutthaya, the director of the Thai paper factory and a high-ranking executive, tried his best to prevent and resolve the problems that had arisen, but it seemed that the trouble and turmoil did not lessen. They contacted Luang Wichapan, a renowned psychic, to examine the factory and see if any mysterious curses were lurking. Luang Wichapan examined the factory and reported that it was inhabited by a powerful local spirit. This spirit was displeased that the factory never informed the spirit of its ceremonies, and thus, due to its anger, it caused various serious misfortunes. Luang Suichan advised that they should perform merit-making rituals, offer food to monks, and dedicate the merit to the local spirits, which would alleviate the misfortunes. The director agreed and followed the advice completely. After the large merit-making ceremony at the factory, the unfortunate events did indeed subside. However, occasional misfortunes still occurred. Therefore, the director contacted Ajahn Tong Tham Satruchi, a master of occult sciences, to inspect the factory once more. Ajahn Tong Tham performed the inspection using occult rituals. During the inspection, he contacted the spirits lingering in the factory and learned that they were the spirits of brave soldiers from Ayutthaya before the second fall of the city to the Burmese. These spirits had been residing on this land for a very long time, and throughout that period no one had performed any merit-making rituals for them. Therefore, their spirits lived in hardship, hunger, and unhappiness. This spirit, believed to be from a time when he was a soldier serving in the Ayutthaya army, was named Phan Saen Thep. Later, Phan Saen Thep married a woman from Bang Pa In district and settled down with her on the banks of the Chao Phraya River, about 8 kilometers south of Bang Pa In, where a paper factory was located. When the Burmese army besieged Ayutthaya, and before the city fell in 1767, Phan Saen Thep gathered a group of patriotic Thais to form a guerrilla group. They ambushed and killed Burmese soldiers to weaken their forces. One day, they launched a fierce attack on the Burmese troops. Phan Saen Thep was fatally wounded by enemy weapons. Not long after, Ayutthaya fell, suffering its second defeat at the hands of the Burmese. Even after his death, Phan Saen Thep's spirit did not reincarnate but remained lingering around the site of his home. This was because his spirit harbored deep attachment to his past. Worried about his children, wife, home, and buried possessions, the spirit of Phan Saen Thep lingers in the same spot, oblivious to the passage of time. His spirit remains steadfastly bound to his original homeland, even after hundreds of years. His soul refuses to depart. Eventually, a paper factory was built over the site where the spirit of Phan Saen Thep had previously lived. Furthermore, no ceremony was held to inform the spirits of the land or the local deities before construction began. No one bothered to ask permission from the original owner, not even a spirit, because they didn't realize that the vacant land was inhabited by a spirit. This disrespect caused the spirit of Phan Saen Thep to become enraged, believing that the younger generation had insulted him. He then used his power to cause various serious misfortunes to occur. Even though the paper factory management held a large merit-making ceremony and dedicated the merit to the spirit, there were many instances where workers unknowingly offended the spirit's dwelling place, further enraging Phan Saen Thep. The gods, displeased, unleashed their power to cause trouble. Therefore, lasting peace could not be achieved. Ajahn Thong Tham suggested that a permanent shrine should be built and the spirit of Chow Pho Phan Saen Thep invited to reside there permanently, making it a place of worship and reverence. When the time was right, merit-making ceremonies should be held to dedicate to him. He said this would ensure the factory's smooth operation. The management agreed and ordered the construction of the shrine, assigning Ajahn Thong Tham the task of performing the ceremony to invite the spirit to reside there. Before Luang Wichapan and Ajahn Thong Tham Satruchit conducted their clairvoyance to investigate the mysterious events at the factory, it was reported that people had seen the fleeting appearance of a large, ancient Thai soldier. Sometimes, a figure dressed in white was seen appearing in various locations, consistent with the description given by the deity. Both individuals possessed psychic abilities, thus confirming that the paper factory was indeed inhabited by guardian spirits. Once the shrine was completed, Master Thong Tham performed a ceremony to invite the spirit of Chow Pho Phan Saen Thep to reside there. Since then, no further misfortunes have occurred within the factory. This is a miraculous story that occurred at the Thai paper factory in Bang Pa In, Phra Nakhon, see Ayutthaya province. It demonstrates that in some places, the spirits of the original owners or guardian spirits still reside. Therefore, if newcomers neglect the proper respect, they may experience misfortune. The best approach, even if you don't respect them, is to avoid disrespecting them at all costs. Thank you for listening to Thai Local Tales. I'm Captain Piroj. Until our next journey together, take care, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next episode.